Hi there, welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from Globe magazine. Sad news for Meghan Markle. Prince Harry claims that he will return to the UK without her. Did Prince Harry accidentally reveal that he would return to the UK without Meghan Markle when he admitted, "I would have been back to the UK already if not for the pandemic," rather than saying, "we would have come back"? There are those people who say "I" out of habit, but mean "we." At the engagement interview of Harry and Meghan, I noticed he said "I" and then very quickly changed it to "we." There were other times he had to correct himself. He probably just wasn't used to saying "we," even though Meghan was right beside him. That was early in their relationship. Now, I would wonder why the "I." Some people just seem to use "I" instead of "we," but mean "we." It always makes me wonder if they're truly a team player or just going along because they feel they have to. Without controlling Meghan comes off looking and sounding, I feel fairly confident that Harry would use "I" and "we" in the right context. Harry probably did mean just himself in the above-mentioned interview. Going on the fact I don't know for sure what type of visa he holds. He would have the need to return to England to get that taken care of. However, with COVID-19, it's changed so many norms, let alone allowing commercial planes to land from the USA. It's quite difficult. I can't see Meghan going back unless she has to. For Meghan to return, there would have to be a lot, and I mean a lot, for her to lose. Even if Meghan did return with Harry, I have reservations about Archie going with them. Archie would, in all likelihood, stay with Nana Doria. Oops, Grandma. Meghan, to me, wields Archie as a weapon by not taking him with them on the occasions of needing to return to England. He ensures her escape back to Canada or the USA as soon as she can. If the "I" was in context, Harry solely would have gone back to the UK. Hopefully, he would have been there long enough to see some of his charities and remnants of friends and work on mending fences with his family. The biggest hope would be to see he can live without Meghan telling him how and find his manhood to stand up to her. One can still dream, right? The report's saying he's getting an O1 visa and can only be in the US for 178 days, of which he's been here some 150-ish. It says that he's using his affiliation with the Invictus Games for the special visa. This special visa will provide a special tax loophole. I would think Prince Harry would need to travel home soon, even with the special visa. Is Prince Harry living in cognitive dissonance, given that he wanted to get away from media attention, yet Meghan seeks to embrace it all the more? It seems he has to dissociate cognitively from what Meghan is doing in order to stay married to her. Prince Harry knew that he would never get away from publicity in his lifetime. He did not let the racist media that would ensure from the love of his life being biracial dissuade him from marrying her. He had already seen the toxic media strong African American women had suffered in the US, i.e. Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey. He was under no illusion what he was getting himself into when that toxicity would be mixed with the vitriolic racial rhoda. The term Meghan might be trying to refer to is dissociation. I think she's trying to infer that the Duke is suffering from the mental process of disconnecting from one's thoughts, feelings, memories, or sense of identity. The dissociative disorders that need professional treatment include dissociative amnesia, dissociative fugue, depersonalization disorder, and dissociative identity disorder, in order to be married to the Duchess. What do royal commentators mean when they say that Meghan Markle doesn't realize that she's famous for who she married, but not for who she is? Meghan is nothing more than a two-bit actor who did most of her acting in sex scenes and who probably wasn't very good at it on a show slated to be canceled. Then she meets a feeble-minded prince and runs off with his part of the family purse. Everyone's happy. Prince Harry finally got it right. Then, after the party and the cleanup from said party, everyone realized that Harry didn't get it right after all. He got it horribly, horribly wrong. Then came the lawsuits, Megxit, and more suits. A speech that went nowhere, a speech that went everywhere except in the right direction, and called for the resignation of the president and vice president of the Commonwealth. The question is, before all of these shenanigans took place, did anyone even care about her? The sad answer is no. Nobody cared about her. Nobody cares about her now. Her own stupidity and intolerable actions are the only things that keep her in the news. She's more of a distraction than anything else, something to keep our mind off of the millions of people without jobs due to COVID-19, the people suffering from the after effects of Hurricane Laura, and a whole myriad of other more important and pressing matters. Meghan Markle is a child with the mentality of a 4-year-old who's married to a prince who is nothing but a shell of himself. She's a comedy act without the comedy. We laugh in disbelief, not because she's funny. People will tire of her. People already are tired of her. Meghan Markle will eventually run off the abyss. People like her always do. Once Her Majesty takes the title away and her hapless father-in-law, Charles, the Prince of Wales, stops funding their relief effort, Meghan Markle will go back to being what in reality she already is: irrelevant. The idol that the lovies adore will be brought down. We will be vindicated for being right. Not that we need vindication. We already are. Corporations won't dare use her title once Her Majesty has revoked it, for fear of themselves being sued by the government of the United Kingdom. Not to mention, they would be guilty of using false advertising. After all, calling Meghan Markle a duchess after Her Majesty has revoked the title would be false advertising, for they can't call her something she is not. When Meghan Markle's fall comes, and come it must, come it shall, she will blame everyone, including Her Majesty, who can be viewed as her nemesis. Except for herself, of course. The cause of her own downfall will be because of her own hubris. In reality, it will be her own pride that will be her undoing. After all, pride always goes before a fall. Another royal expert expressed this opinion. As I've said for quite some time, Finding Freedom is laying much of the blame for Meghan's shortcomings at the feet of Prince Harry. Since we began seeing excerpts from the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry biography, Finding Freedom, I have believed the book aims to portray Meghan positively at the expense of all else. Even Prince Harry. It's clear to anyone with a reasonable level of intelligence that the groundwork was laid for Harry being the scapegoat should the couple's attempts at finding freedom prove unsuccessful. Is Meghan Markle a strong independent feminist or a shrinking violet? Is she the strong independent feminist who was too much of a character for the dastardly old royal family to handle? Or a shrinking violet on the verge of tears because she couldn't handle the pressures of royal life? I ask because it seems Prince Harry is being criticized for not preparing Meghan Markle for royal life and failing to protect emotional Meghan during her time as a royal. For a strong feminist, Meghan seems easily upset by the most trivial matters. Prince Harry is being blamed for Meghan Markle's inability to handle the pressure of being a royal. The authors of Finding Freedom would never think of questioning Meghan Markle herself, but everyone around her is fair game, be it her father, the media, the British public, the royals, and even Prince Harry himself. Meghan has clearly been unstable to adapt to royal life, which is perfectly understandable. It's a high-pressure environment and one that few people are cut out to handle. Not everyone can be a Kate Middleton, and that's fine. But with all and sundry around the formal royal couple refusing to lay any of the blame at Meghan's door, we see the blame attributed elsewhere. According to The Express, fans are beginning to speak out against the wayward younger prince, claiming Meghan Markle couldn't handle the pressures of royal life. It's that simple. Anyone who believes that Meghan Markle wasn't given support during her time as a royal is deluded. Even Meghan's cheerleader, Omid Scobie, admits as much in Finding Freedom, writing that the Queen had given Meghan Markle a masterclass in training. The Queen showed Meghan Markle the ropes early on in her royal life. In an interview with The Cut, Scobie even grudgingly had to admit that Meghan did receive support from the royal family, to some extent. What exactly was she looking for? Surely a strong feminist like Meghan should have been taking inspiration from the ultimate feminist in the Queen and rolling up her sleeves and making the role her own. How about you? What do you think of Prince Harry's claims that he will return to the UK without Meghan? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share with your own followers. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.